Stay tuned for a very exciting vibe giveaway by Bellesa and I. Who should I cover to...
Thank you for shopping at Tesco.
The autism thing. I did lie.
I get along with autistic people so much more.
I think we got our subject. Allow me to introduce you to Elphaba.
Come on then!
Stay off you. Fucking knows exactly like
Come on!
A creator from the UK and the undisputed Olympian gold medalist in the sport of clout chasing pays my bills. And legend has it that every time she goes live, another lie is told. They're infamous from just stealing from charities, faking Tourettes, and entering competitions for people with autism despite not having autism. They have faced major backlash for not only DMs coming forward where they admitted to not being able to stop lying, but also they made an entire video just admitting to lying to every single thing, including some unbelievably serious claims such as struggling from SH and being a survivor of SA. I'm not sure if you guys remember, but back in December, I told you that Bellesa made the first ever silent vibrator. And guess what? They have a full new collection with the same tech. It is called Whisper Tech. So whatever your vibe is, I'm telling you, they have got you covered in peace and quiet. Bellesa is a bi women company for all things sexual wellness. And when I tell you that they are the go-to for all things sexual wellness, I mean that. Their mission? To help you embrace, explore, and celebrate your sexuality. This is insane because they are so quiet. No noise, full power, and hits all of the spots. So of course you know I have got to hook you up. I'm teaming up with Bellesa to do a giveaway where literally everyone wins. Yes, literally everyone. More to come on that in a bit, but let me tell you about these toys. I'm thinking that Bellesa must have traveled into the future and brought us back these vibrators. Look at this, listen, ready? Did you hear that? No? Because they are literally silent. And now the silence comes in whatever format you want. We've got the whisper bullet. We already know and love this one. It's teeny tiny and it's literally inaudible, but the power is insane. The whisper vibe, the quietest G-spot stimulator you will ever find. 6 speeds, ultra targeted, and it is in stealth mode. The Whisper Rabbit, you know it, you love it, but silent. It has 2 adjustable motors for dual stimulation. And yes, both are fully customizable. And did I mention how soft they are? They feel so luxurious. These have been a game changer for me, okay? Because, okay, I can be a little bit spontaneous. I used to wait around all day waiting until I had the place to myself so my roommate wouldn't be like, hey, what's that noise? But by the time I was alone, the mood was already gone and not anymore. And that is why I am spreading the love and hooking you all up. Everyone who signs up gets a free Whisper vibe or a free rose toy with any Whisper purchase. Check the link in my description to grab your new vibe. We know that these toys will stay silent. The big question is, can you? Elphaba would go live and make these videos where she would have tics like this one.
Right there. What?
What? Thank you for shopping at Tesco.
You can see her pausing and kind of thinking about it like, what tick should I do next? And then she does it. It's so obviously fake and it's giving very ticks and roses.
Oh God. Send me to Canada.
What absolutely, I don't know, atrocious is putting it lightly, things did Elphaba do for the sake of clout and attention? This is the shocking story of Elphaba. So make sure to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and let's get into it. has some just interesting tics. For example, thank you for the British accent isn't working today. Thank you for shopping at Tesco.
Thank you for shopping at Tesco.
All right, it's time to check out now, and I've been thinking about faking Tourette's. I just don't know what tics I would fake. Thank you for shopping at Tesco. That's it. People were commenting on her lives like, okay, you have Tourette's and I'm the Queen of England. The King Charles, because her history of lying wasn't exactly helping her case. Hello everyone, welcome to Story Time with Michelle. Take a seat, because apparently some of us need to be caught up on some early life books. Today we will be reading The Boy Who Cried Wolf. Nobody was believing that she had Tourette's, so she decided to save face by admitting that she was faking.
It was wrong of me to say I had Tourette's. That was wrong. I'm very sorry for that because, you know, I tend to say things without thinking, and that is the thing I need to stop. So that's why I've got bullet points in front of me, because this is helping me kind of stay on track. I was never mocking it though. I would never mock that. I know how hard it is.
That's funny because I think the only people who know how hard it is are, pause for dramatic effect, people with Tourette's syndrome. Bullet points are good. It is a little bit concerning though that you need bullet points in order to keep you from lying. She's not mocking it. Are you kidding me? Huh, that's funny, Elphaba. Let me just refer to Google really quick. Mocking, an absurd representation or imitation of something. So does she think that her representation was award-worthy and therefore it's not mockery? But even if we had the best actor in the world faking Tourette's, which obviously Elphaba is nominated for, right? It's still very harmful to people with the condition. Even though there's clearly a video of her admitting to faking, she still went on the defense and said, but you guys know, that was just taken out of context.
I can see why you think this, but I'm about to show you some more proof in a minute that this is not me doing Tourette's or... So this is a video that has been taken out of context. So if anyone remembers my live streams where I used to do like acting and skits and stuff, this was a thing. And here's Mama Kaz doing this.
We'll give each other nothing. All of a sudden she went like this, and I said, "What are you doing?" She goes, "That's my Tourette's."
This video has been taken out of context.
Oh, okay, so that was my mistake. This is all on us. We just didn't get it. Everyone just misunderstood her perfectly innocent hobby of faking tics for fun. Hold on just a minute, Elphaba. I'm not going to let your British accent charm me this time. I'm not falling into your web of lies, Elphaba, because you've clearly faked tics so many times in the past.
Tourette's.
Oh, Tourette's. I've actually been referred to TalkWorks for something like that. You know when I had my doctor's appointment for my back, I got referred them because I started ticking in the doctor's office, which was not fun. Accidentally.
Shit.
I'm sorry.
Oh, bless.
I can't. Sorry. I can't. I want to pause it live.
Maybe it's just me, right? I'm getting zero skit energy here. To me, it kind of seems like you're trying to pass off a fake tic. And as you can see, the people in the comments were not buying it for a second. And then she comes up with this big brain Einstein idea to go live with someone who is rightfully offended because they have a loved one who actually lives with Tourette's.
I can show you my referral if you want to see.
I don't need to see referrals, the same as I wouldn't want anyone to ask for our referrals. But I do think that you really do need to reconsider the things that you share and the things that you say, because you are actually hurting a whole community of people in various ways. And time again, you're apologising for stuff and you're not meaning what you're saying. Now, I've seen you on and off my For You page for quite some time, and I steer clear of all the drama, but now you've directly impacted my child who suffers with this disability. It's not a fashion statement, Elphaba.
No.
It's not.
No, it's not. I'm really sorry. Of course
And
I am.
if you've genuinely got tics, then fine. I am the first person who will be there to support somebody. Ask anybody. But I'm telling you now, if you're lying about it and you're faking it, that is absolutely disgusting.
No, I'm not lying about it. I can show you proof, I promise.
This is so all over the place. One minute she admits to lying, the next minute she says I'm bad at lying, and then she does a 360 and says,
oh, but I actually do have Tourette's.
This reminds me of when I was in geometry and I was trying to convince my teacher to pass me, but they knew that I knew that they knew that I had no idea the difference between like an acute and obtuse angle. Okay, but in seriousness, this lady saw the receipts. She's over at Elphaba. This is good. She then goes on to say,
I haven't faked Tourette's since the last time.
I don't need your proof and I don't need your promises because they don't mean anything to me. But you just need to understand the bigger picture of what you're saying. I've watched your last video about how you were saying you were going to take some time out, but you're back again within 5 minutes. And the first thing I see is everyone going on about how you're faking Tourette's.
Oh, I haven't done anything since. I haven't done anything like that since. I've just been singing on live stream and performing and doing makeup. That's what I've been doing.
This is so over my head. I think it's in orbit. Isn't that just a roundabout way of saying that you did fake it? Shout out to this lady for not asking for proof. I feel like she's the better person because if I was in this situation, I'd be like, all right, Elphaba, why not? Show me what you got. Because I would love to know, what kind of proof did Elphaba think was passable? I'm just imagining like this doctor's note in Comic Sans. You want to see proof? Well, here it is. I'm so confused. So you faked it, but then you didn't fake it since the last time you faked it, but now you have a doctor's note pending your diagnosis. And I'm gonna need a PhD to figure that one out. With all these contradictory statements, I think the person they were live streaming in was definitely catching on to all these lies and inconsistencies. I mean, can you imagine like how awkward this situation is? Just watching it has me like, okay, Elphaba knows that she faked it and that she admitted to faking it, and this lady knows because she's seen proof. Everybody has their limit, okay? And I think she hit hers with Elphaba's verbal acrobatics, and she decided to speak her mind.
But do you realise what you're doing to different communities of people, or are you just so self-absorbed you don't see it?
No, I realise, I'm sorry.
No, but I don't think you do. And sitting there putting your head down and saying you're sorry, I genuinely don't feel like you are. I feel like, yet again, you've been caught out at something and you're just trying to make peace and trying to make everyone feel sorry for you and be a victim. Because trust me, I've got a next door who is far less a victim than anybody else on this planet, especially you.
No, of course, and you deserve to be heard. That's why I kept you. Valid, of course, 1,000,000%, and I'm truly sorry, and I mean that with all my respect to you, because that's amazing.
So if you're saying, I don't understand. Okay, so hang on. Why are you apologising? If you're not faking it, then why would you apologise to me?
Oh no, I'm apologising because, I'm apologising for all the hate I've gotten and stuff like that. That's why. And I'm sorry that you thought I thought you were against me, that's all. I thought you were against me, that's all.
I'm really sorry for faking. I mean, for people in this community who bully me. But if Elphaba were really sorry, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong here, wouldn't you admit to it rather than dancing around the fact that you actually might have it? This is so anxiety-inducing. I feel like this is like a student who used AI to write their essay and they're getting told off by the teacher. On the one hand, like, she looks guilty and sad and you feel bad for her. But on the other hand, you realize that like, oh, okay, is she trying to save face because this clout is her income? The person she's live streaming with is 100% correct. Elphaba is not the victim here. She faked Tourette's. Oh, she caught me. All right, no worries, time for plan B. I actually don't have Tourette's, but I do have tics.
Like when I'm really stressed, I squeak and jitter, and I can't
do. You have functional tics. You think you have functional tics?
Okay, you know what, Elphaba? Fine. maybe it was just a mistake. Maybe she has tics from something entirely different and she just jumped on the Tourette's bandwagon. Tics aren't exclusive to Tourette's. They can show up for a plethora of reasons, including stress, ADHD, OCD, neurological conditions, or sometimes they're just random habits. Not every tic has like this huge diagnosis behind it. Oh, no, that's right. She did admit, that she can't stop lying in her DMs. I need pills that help me stop lying, FFS. Sometimes I can't help lying. I don't know why. This vibe I'm getting, it's just, I got it.
Little puppet made of pine. Wait.
You'll never fall for your tricks!
And there's a list of all these other things she faked that makes her claims hard to believe, including autism spectrum disorder. One day, just completely unprompted on a random Tuesday, she announced that, she has autism. Okay, no worries though. It's not super common for someone to just walk up to you and say, "Hi, my name is Elphaba and I have ASD." Step 1 of her master plan, running down all of the textbook symptoms of ASD.
What traits of autism do you have? Well, I was told that I have a special interest in Wicked and Pokemon cards and things like that.
Okay, I mean, we all have interests that are special to us, but this is different from a person with ASD's special interest.
I struggle to communicate with people. That's what Cam's picked up on as well, the stimming.
She's throwing around words like stimming and communication issues, although it does kind of seem like a convenient excuse for questionable behavior.
Autism. Can't even spell that right. Anxiety, obviously. And depression. PTSD. IBS.
What's that? Are you diagnosed with ASD? Oh, well, that's interesting because didn't you just lie about having an autism diagnosis?
The autism thing. Okay, I will be held accountable for this. I did lie about being diagnosed for it. People don't understand. I've spoken to so many people who are autistic and they see lots of traits in me, and I get along with autistic people so much more than people who are not autistic. Because I get them. I get how they communicate. I get how they talk. And people who are talking to me and hearing me through the screen right now, and if you're autistic, you're probably getting what I'm saying right now. But no other people get me.
He can take that back, can't he?
No, they don't. Because those are people immature in this app.
Getting along with people with ASD means you for sure have ASD. It's in the diagnostic criteria. I rest my case. Okay, but in all seriousness, if you have ASD, let me know in the comments. Like, do people with ASD generally get along with people with ASD better? Or could it be that some people just click better with other people regardless of disorders?
I lied about being diagnosed with autism, correct? And that's damaging. But I'm taking an effort into being diagnosed for it. I think it's fucking clear I'm autistic. Let's be real. And it's not that deep. Self-diagnosis is valid in my opinion. That's why I get a lot of hate from, these situations. But I get put into these situations by haters. I'm so sorry for lying in the past. I really am.
I seriously need to start doing this. I stubbed my toe. Thanks, haters. I forgot milk at the grocery store. Thanks, haters. I don't understand what she's getting at here. Is it, I lied about all of these things in the past because I have autism? Or you should believe what I'm saying despite all of the lies I've made in the past? I'm not sure if saying that somebody acts autistic is okay or not. Are we recognizing traits or are we boxing people into stereotypes?
I'm taking an effort into getting diagnosed for autism. If I'm not autistic, then, that's different. Hence why people say you need to get help, I think all of us need help right now.
I think all of us need help right now. That Elphaba, I do agree with. So Elphaba used to date someone called Jack who has ASD, and together they decided to go on a show called Autism's Got Talent. Instead of, taking responsibility, they deflected and said,
"You know what though? It was their responsibility to realize that I don't have a diagnosis."
But let's be so real. Elphaba made the decision to go on the show, and now they are pointing fingers instead of owning up to it.
Diagnosed, and I say that, but he allowed that, and he's the one who applied for it. And this is, I'm not blaming, because I'm sorry for going on, but no buts, I'm sorry, okay?
But
let's just say that he also applied as well, and he knew I was undiagnosed. There's a little thing that's wrong there, because if you knew I wasn't diagnosed, why would you apply for the show and let me on anyway? Do you see what I mean? He's the one who allowed it. And his parent, his mum, knew I wasn't diagnosed.
I'm not sure if there was actually like a prize involved, and if that's the case, like Elphaba could have taken a spot from someone who really has ASD. Either way though, it's deceptive. I mean, if someone is supporting someone with autism and they go on the show, I feel like that might be okay, although I'm not sure how the rules work. I mean, clearly the show didn't ask for proof of diagnosis, because who in their right mind would fake something like that? Wait, but are we supposed to just trust Elphaba's word here? Because no offense, but like their track record isn't super squeaky clean. And it doesn't look like there's gonna be any kind of resolution here. Jack has already spoken about their relationship with Elphaba and made it clear that they are not interested in rekindling things.
First, if you want me to get back with Elphie, tell her to apologise, and if you really want to know why I don't want to be with her, ask her about the letter when she left. There is one that exists. But it's not for me to say. It's not my situation. I don't really want to. If she is to sort herself out, maybe I would one day, but not at the moment. I'm not going back to what I went through there.
The story takes an extremely dark twist when Elphaba starts lying about some of the worst things that you could possibly imagine. I wish I was exaggerating. She posted to her Instagram story that she was in the hospital. It's like, okay, Michelle, I mean, she lied about going to the hospital. I mean, that sucks, but whatever. I mean, it's a little weird, but it's not as concerning as when she faked ASD or Tourette's. No, because she actually faked, she faked SH. It came to light when she posted a picture in an ambulance area, but like a quick Google search shows you that she got this picture off of Google. So Elphaba took the image, downloaded it, and posted it for sympathy. I mean, a solid strategy. If nobody ever used Google, after being called out, she actually went to the hospital to prove she was legit. But if she was already there, why did she need a random picture from Google? The math ain't mathin' today. Like, imagine going to the hospital and posting it for whatever reason, and instead of, taking a picture, you post a picture from Google? Man, I'm having a great time at this Billie Eilish concert. Let me just really quick Google a Billie Eilish concert to post to my story. No, but the very next day, she finally posts a picture of her in the hospital.
That's all I'm going to post. This is all I'm going to show you. And I'm getting help. And the help isn't even good. So, there you go.
But girl, let me get this straight. You didn't need help, but the hospital is shit because they couldn't fix your imaginary problem?
Tell me the duck story.
Hello, welcome to my lemonade stand. Hey! Got any grapes? No, we just sell lemonade, but it's cold and it's fresh and it's all homemade. Can I get you a glass? I'm leaving you a 1-star review. Hospitals and ERs are always under pressure. I feel like that's a default for almost every country. And here comes Elphaba, rolling into the hospital with a non-existent issue, only to leave saying that they were shits. Iconic. I think she was probably annoyed because the hospital didn't roll out the VIP red carpet for her, but I don't think hospitals are very known for being accommodating to non-existent issues. So Elphaba attempted to show evidence of her by playing a clip on live. She did play the wrong video, though, that showed nothing. Realizing her mistake, she quickly ended the live, hoping nobody would be screen recording.
And ends the live.
Oh, no.
Faking something that some people struggle with every day is not just attention seeking, it's downright cruel. That is a line you don't cross. And then she did a complete 180 and said,
oh, I'm actually not gonna show you guys because it would trigger others.
So in her eyes, she's the hero of her story.
No. All I can say is if you wanted me to prove myself, I've proved myself now. I've proved myself I was in hospital. I proved myself that, which I didn't really need to show on live, but I ended the live stream. I wish I didn't show that, because those videos weren't for you guys. That's for my camera roll. That was for my family and my friends. Do you know what? I wanted to prove that I was. And people always say I lie. And when I'm actually not lying, people don't believe me. So they ask for the details. And then people come at me when they get the details. They say, oh, it's too much information. I don't want to see that. But you asked for it in the first place. And that's what really annoys me. Is that don't ask for the evidence if you can't handle it.
People like her make it harder for people who genuinely struggle with these things because people don't know who to trust. The seed is planted. Oh, this person faked, shh. And then someone in their real life finally musters up the courage to tell them that they've been struggling with this. And they're like,
are you faking?
And then, of course, she goes live again, ready to clear the air, or thick smog.
I'm not racist, I'm not live about Autism. I'm not racist. I said the word when I was 17. Okay? I shouldn't have said it, but I said the word in defense of someone. Go look at the video yourself. I never lied about being essayed. And on top of that, with the Autism and Tourettes thing, it's very misunderstood. Like, you don't really fucking know my life. And on top of that, with the SH, I don't need to show you my arm. It's there, but it's not visible on camera because it's not good lighting. I'm not going to show you, though.
She said the lighting isn't good. Okay, maybe, I don't know, turn on the lights, or wait, maybe don't show something so deeply personal and triggering online. You're going to risk triggering thousands of people just because of 1 or 2 trolls? Really? Honestly, I get it. I mean, your income depends on your reputation. But if people don't believe me about something serious that I went through, I wouldn't bother arguing with them. I would pretty much just exit stage left.
And it's not that serious on my arm. It wasn't serious on my arm. It's the fact that I wasn't well. Do you understand? The ambulance came to me because I wasn't talking right. I was delirious. So they came and they saw things on my arms. They took me to hospital.
It wasn't that bad. Cool, well, we can see that you weren't admitted for psychological or physical reasons. Still, she's on the platform, and that is just, I'm so confused about that. Like, why are some people banned for saying, like, a swear word, whereas other people can prance around faking these unbelievable things and just get away with it? I'm not sure how it works in the UK, but in the US, if you are a danger to yourself or others, they won't always just send you on your merry way. So either they missed something or the care really was as bad as you were claiming. But Michelle, these are some serious accusations. Oh, trust, I know. I would not touch this topic with a 10-foot pole unless they literally admitted to faking it. And spoiler alert, they did. That's right, folks. They literally admitted every single thing was fake.
I'll tell you what, should we make my own list? Should we make a list of things I've done wrong? So we'll make an actual real list of things I've done wrong and put it into perspective. And I'll tell you everything truthfully. Do you know if I can do it? You have to listen and you have to not come at me because I will tell you the full truth of everything, okay? Are you ready? Are you ready? Ready?
The first thing she opens up about is that she lied about being diagnosed with autism and still went on Autism's Got Talent despite this.
Lied about being diagnosed. Yes, I lied about that. Number 2, Tourette's. Yes.
Are we just gonna gracefully walk over that one? That's so funny because you went on live for a long time with someone with personal experience with Tourette's and you assured them you weren't lying. And people think she's trying to milk sympathy by pretending to have these disorders and then asking for money.
The cancer thing.
I guess if you're trying to grab attention and make money, this is one of the most effective ways to do it. It hits people on such a personal level, and that makes it all the more disturbing. Because cancer is one of the things that as a society we can universally agree is absolutely horrendous. So when somebody lies about it, it's just taken to a whole new level. And then she has the nerve to just say like, oh, I faked it, no big deal. Come again?
4. Phone. Card reader. Madonna. Pokemon cards. Seizures. Essay. Oh, essay, okay.
Okay, you know, lying about something to do with Pokemon cards, whatever. And then she hits us with lying about SA? Making such serious accusations against an ex-flatmate is like... there are no words. How is she being so casual about this? I'm not sure if people connected the dots or just found out who her ex-flatmate was. And if they did, that is absolutely vile. Accusations like this can ruin someone's life. It's so weird because like she went on live, told people she was SA'd and said, hey, do you believe me or not? What are your thoughts? Is that really your first instinct? To get the public's opinion on something so serious? On top of that, she went back and forth and said, hey, this is true, I made a statement to the police. And then she went back and said, oh, I never made a statement. It's just all over the place and it does not add credibility to her story. So sure, I mean, I do think it's commendable that you're coming out about these things now, but it doesn't make what you did any less horrible. Owning up to these things does not erase the damage you've caused. So I don't really see a whole lot of people like around here clapping that she came forward. Taking accountability it's the bare minimum. People don't have to forgive you.
I feel bad about what happened.
So you're apologizing?
Yes, I'm sorry.
Okay, I don't forgive you.
Herb, I said I'm sorry.
Yeah, and I do not forgive you.
Okay. SH. Panic attacks. Oh, benefits.
Oh, so it's confirmed. Your hospital visit was a whole publicity stunt. Shocker. I always wondered, like, what triggers these habitual liars to come up with these bold lies? Like, do you just wake up one day and you're like, I'm a little bored, I'm gonna start this atrocious lie? Or is it more like triggered by something?
Period pads. Eye drawing. Okay. 13. MSP. Hormones, okay. £50 subs. £50 sub. Manipulated media.
This one is straight up deceptive. She bumped up her live stream subscription price from $5 to $50, or pounds England, without telling anybody. And people kept getting charged like that for 5 months. I'm sorry, but that is not a mistake. That is calculated and shady. And it's actually, illegal. You cannot bump up prices without warning people first. And then she went ahead and claimed that, okay, she saw a psychic, okay, and they told her that she's in a younger state of mind because of her absent father. I mean, sure, we can have sympathy for that. The only thing is, I don't see every single person with an absent parent running around lying about all these heinous and deeply personal things. And it's like, I don't even think younger people lie about such horrendous things. Like, yeah, your brain isn't fully developed yet, whatever. But a lot of us, like, you still have that in your head. Like, you know lying is bad. The thing about Elphaba is not that she lied online, because let's be so real right now. I mean, this is not the first time people have done outrageous things for money. The real issue is the harm it caused these communities. When people lie about these things, it damages the perception that other people have about these disorders, such as Tourettes or autism. It's not just deceitful, it's actively harmful and perpetuates stigma around people who live with these disorders. And while I do think that these lies from Elphaba are actually disgusting, I do have like a grain of sand of empathy for her, because people don't just become habitual liars for no reason. There's usually something deeper driving that behavior. It doesn't by any means make me excuse her actions, but it does make me wonder, like, what happened to make us get to this point? And another issue is maybe she really did think that she has, like, Tourette's because of tics.
Thank you for shopping at Tesco.
Or, I don't know, autism because of other traits.
I get them. I get how they communicate. I get how they talk.
But if you haven't noticed, there's this trend going around where people are misdiagnosing themselves with things based on what they've seen on TikTok. I shake my leg, and this guy shakes his leg too, and he has ADHD, so I must have it too, right? When I'm at school, my personality is so different than when I'm at home. It genuinely feels like I'm two different people. I must have DID. And that's the thing, it's not always out of a place of malice. Some people genuinely believe they have these disorders. While some people do fake things straight up for attention, others might think that their experiences really do align with these conditions. Access to mental health information has never been so widespread, but at the same time, there's also been an explosion of misinformation alongside it. And then for people who are straight up faking, being unique or different, like, they know that that is interesting to a lot of people. They take advantage of it to rack up these views, to get this attention, and my personal favorite, to dodge accountability or use it as an excuse for bad behavior. And then we have people who really do have these disorders online, and there's a trend where people are accusing them of faking. It's just interesting because years ago, these mental health conditions weren't understood, and people were called things like crazy. And nowadays, it almost seems like to have flip-flopped. It's more like desirable and kind of trendy. And there you have it. We close the book on another person who got caught up in this toxic cycle of online clout chasing. What do you think about Elphaba's actions? Do you think there's anything we could do about this in the future? So make sure to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, turn the bell on if you are feeling risky, and comment below. Thank you so much. It does help with the algorithm. Thank you so much to each and every one of my members for supporting my efforts on this channel. It genuinely does mean the absolute world to me. But to everyone, I hope you have a good day, night, whatever the case may be, and peace out.